as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And they'll run. This is Trey Sermon. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And Lance now to throw. Flush to his right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. The 49ers are going to turn over the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. Rosa's kick is good. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Rodgers on the left side. Gallup's got it. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play there on the catch and run.
Like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
Yeah, and this is what we mean when we talk about flipping the field, having your offense look at going a long way to a short way after he makes a play. His ability to do that, evident. Able to make the catch there, keep his momentum going, and just continue downfield.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch.
Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You have a lot to handle in this one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw taken in by Samuel.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 1st down, Mitchell. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the 1st quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now Lance.
This one caught by Kittle. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off of play action, here's Lance. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 16.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field.
really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished.
And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Lance going to sneak it.
And he stopped immediately there.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. Lance going to sneak it.
And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers.
The sneak successful from a yard out.
And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Niners are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is... Rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands, meaning if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Lance now on first down.
Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Now a play fake. Lance.
Flushed out right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Trey Lance
with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw, it's Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. To throw again on second down. Rodgers.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. On play action, Rodgers drops it to Jones in the flat, and he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Robert Tonyan, as the first half is winding down. And the Packers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The extra point up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40.
Shotgun now for Lance.
And he will find his man Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Here's Lance to throw it. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first, this one from 38. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers.
He's got this one complete to Rodgers.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On play action, now Rodgers.
That's caught right side by Amari Rodgers.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Jones running on first down, but finding it pretty tough going as he'll get forward for only about 3 there before he's taken down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation. I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have retaken the lead. Now for the point after.
It's up and good to make it 21-17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Lance looking to throw it. Finding some room at midfield.
And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Lance. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's a 2nd down.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. 41 yards.
And the Niners have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, it's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Michael Pilardi now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 2nd down now, it's Mitchell. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 42.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Mitchell, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. On play action, Lance. Got his target, Samuel. Oh, good move. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. It returns it right back to Samuel. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel from 3 yards out. And the 49ers are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll make it a 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Able to find Jones. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Rodgers. Rolling to his right. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 23. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Mitchell. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken at the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door. Maybe get back to base.
And he's going to will continue on.